Hello everyone. For these small news clips, I'm going to post my main source over here. So if you want to read the whole article and see for yourself what I'm talking about, there you go. School security guards in Palmdale, California have been caught on camera assaulting a 16-year-old girl and breaking her wrist after she spilled some cake during lunch and left some crumbs on the floor, and she even cleaned it up. That's right, she even cleaned up her accident and still got attacked, being called Nappy Head. She was black, the security guard is white. And then she was arrested. When the mother said she was getting an attorney and wanted the guard arrested, the mother herself was arrested for battery, allegedly pushing the guard and vice principal. Aww, they couldn't handle the mother. That's if she even touched him. The 16-year-old girl was charged with battery, even though she submitted immediately, and littering. That's right, her cake being knocked on the floor is littering. So for all you people who say you can't trump up charges or make false charges and get away with it, well, these people are lucky it was caught on camera. That's right, camera. The laws are to protect the authority and not citizens. Get over yourselves and accept that and fight back. Rush Limbaugh says troops who call for withdrawal from Iraq are phony soldiers. When's the last time that ugly fat ass was in a war zone calling other soldiers phony because they don't agree with him? Fuck you. Not to mention you're a phony conservative. Fuck you again. Israeli company Magal Security Systems, owned in part by the government of Israel, is in charge of security for the most sensitive nuclear power and weapons storage facilities in the United States. I don't care if peaceful Buddhists were in charge of the security of our nuclear capabilities. This shit should not be protected by foreign governments. Anybody disagree? This is an outrage and clear violation of our sovereignty, and we pay them to do it with our tax money. I mean, I know Israelis are such friendly and peaceful, loving people. I keep a straight face. I really try to. I don't know. So write your politicians, people, and let them have it. Write your newspapers. Make sure everybody knows that a foreign government is securing our nuclear capabilities and power plants. Oh, and by the way, they want to go after our water next. That's right. They want to guard our water. The USA government raised our debt limit from $8.965 trillion to $9.815 trillion. If they didn't do this, they said U.S. Treasury would default for the first time in history. Republican Senator Tom Coburn wanted this action rejected and focused on decreased spending and budget cuts, saying, "Families across America don't have the luxury of loaning themselves any money when they've maxed out their credit. But that's what we're going to do." When Bush first started, we had a $5.6 trillion. 5.6. Now they're raising it to 9.815. Almost $10 trillion. Imagine if I had that kind of credit. I could just raise my credit anytime I want. But I wouldn't, because that's bad management. Idiots. John Dingell is proposing a 50-cent gasoline tax, a carbon tax, and scaling back tax breaks for some homeowners to fight global warming. The way governments like to fight anything is by raising taxes and spending more money. How does that work out for the average American? Not very well, usually. Not very well. As you look at the middle class dying off. There's all these environmentalists who don't like to see things go extinct. Sure like to watch the middle class go extinct. China and Russia have drafted an international declaration of non-deployment of weapons into space. Colonel General Vladimir Pavakhin of Russia said, "We do not want to fight in space, and we do not want to call the shots there either. But will not permit any other country to do so." End quote. If a country does that, would pretty much mean an active war in Russia's eyes, and I would probably agree with them as they try to steal Canada's land. But, the last thing we need is death from outer space raining down onto some helpless country. Here's my commentary. The corporate-owned Giuliani, Romney, McCain, and Thompson did not show up at a debate last night at a minority forum to address the minority community and their concerns. They will tell you that none of the top-tier candidates showed up. Wrong. Ron Paul showed up and easily had the crowd on his side. It's funny how Thompson is considered top-tier even though he has not even been in a debate and has no grassroots support. McCain is still considered top-tier even though Ron Paul has left him in the dust when it comes to fundraising. Giuliani is booed everywhere he goes by the average American and has yet to offer anything but more war. Romney never makes up his mind on where he stands and panders to whatever audience he's in front of. And he's pro-torture. Some top-tier candidates, you neocons, have. Paul has more grassroots support and free volunteers than the rest of the candidates combined. He has received over an estimated $1 million worth in free advertising thanks to those free volunteers. Why the so-called top-tier candidates get hundreds of thousands thrown at them by corporate buddies and free promotion by big media? Ron Paul gets all his help and funding from the little people. Ron Paul's message also never changes in any debate he enters. Never. And he attends everyone he's invited to. That's right, he attends everyone he's invited to. He doesn't make excuses. Even if he isn't invited to a big debate, he shows up and campaigns near it so everyone has a chance to hear his message to restore the constitutional republic. So for the top-tier candidates who didn't show up, well, that just showed they again have nothing of substance to offer and were afraid of the questions that would be thrown at them by the minority community. Cowards. I say they should stop kissing their own ass and start to talk about what they have to offer the average American. Then I think, never mind, they don't have anything to offer us. Just